Howdy Chunky, this is the Voice of Reason live from London in a very big, wide, cavernous, open space. Talking of which, I'd like to bring you an update on Angelica Growler, the lady who crosses and opens her legs apparently to tease the Boris of Johnson, according to senior MPs. She is not getting very good publicity at the moment. It seems people think that she's somehow duplicitous, that a lady who's on our side and one of us has 3 homes. There's also some argy-bargy and slight awkwardness when it comes to her tax affairs because she's very good at doing the old creative accounting. The word count is in her accountant's title and she's asked him to do as much. The thing about being righteous and sanctimonious is that when you're caught out, you look like a pilchard, and that seems to be the problem for these politicians who want to tell us they're better than us and we need to live by their standard. These are the same people who told us to stay at home and protect the NHS while they were having parties in Parliament and at 10 Downing Street. Angelica Growler is not one of my favourite people, although we do have allegiance in the sense that we are both rusty roof, and from what I understand, she has a damp basement. But the reality is, the public will decide. And they'll throw her under the bus as quick as anything once her popularity and her rankings go down. I know she is a ranker, and she can boo-hoo about having a disabled child as if that box ticking is going to make an exception of her duplicity. I don't think people care. When you're the kind of person that points a finger for getting several are pointing back at you, you have to be very squeaky clean. You can't be sanctimonious and supercilious, or you might find yourself head-on with a train that's about to come up behind you and ram you up the anus erectus, like this young man who's just pulling past now. You know what's most hysterical about this story is little Angelica Growler has pushed Rylan off the #1 spot of the most hated man of the week. I mean, it's remarkable, really, that he won't be top spot, just like in the charts, judging by him singing Britney. The morning news at alexbelfield.com is a place where we don't have to edit ourselves, unlike here, where unfortunately we have to use very nice, cute words because it offends people if I say things like bollocks. We can say what we like there. I can be as filthy as I like and for 40 minutes rant and rave about the truth that often is edited by the mainstream media, like Graham Lanahan, who had no reporting whatsoever that he'd been arrested and put in hospital because the 5 goons, armed police, who arrested him for hurty words and jokes. By the way, I've just come out of The Producers, which is full of jokes about Hitler and swastikas and gays. It's quite interesting. But if I were to do that, I get 10 years. Mel Brooks does it, and unfortunately he ends up with an award. Good morning, young man. What's your name? He's got a nice helmet, hasn't he? Did you see it? It's yellow. Right, I better get on the train before it goes. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Here's the morning news, edited for the cuteness of YouTube. You can hear it in full at 40 minutes at alexbelfield.com. Right, come on, Tarquin, let's go. I don't like, by the way, how the press at the moment are trying to imply that Donald is not well and on his deathbed. If he is, it's none of your business for a start. When it was little Joe Biden, do you remember Sleepy Joe? Oh, you couldn't talk about anything or you were outrageous. When it's Trump, it seems it's absolutely fine. Once again, the double standards. He is having a reshuffle, as you heard, and he talks about confidence and conviction. We don't need any more convictions, thank you, from your government, you piece of work. They want to be more powerful. I think we need you to be less powerful. We need you to have less influence and less power, as I will prove in a moment, as a reform lady has suddenly been whisked off to the police station, arrested for sticking up a flag. I just want to draw your attention to a bit of the reshuffle, if I may. We've got Darren Jones coming in. Now, Darren Jones has been promoted, and he's the man who said it is mainly children, women and babies who are on the boats. Well, we know that's absolute horseshit, as at least 75% of them are fighting army aged 25 to 35-year-olds. So you can fuck right off with that one. As you see in this, Darren has been promoted, a very interesting choice. What is curious, though, about little Rachel Reeves and her bob, which seems to be very popular. The bob is something that Phillipson also has, the bob, and little Gretty Thunberg, she also has the bob. So the bob is very in at the moment. They are busy bobbing and jogging. I think big, think big. Do you remember that old Ken Dodd gag? I've not done it in ages, in years. Think big. I was walking down the street and this lady was jogging and bobbing, and she was very blessed, and she was singing, think big, think big, think big, get a big chest, think big, get... And I said to her, what are you doing? She said, I'm singing my mantra. I said, you're what? She said, my mantra. What I think is mind over matter. If you don't mind, I don't matter. And if I say something often enough, it'll come true. So I sing, think big, get bigger chest. Think big, I said, oh, I'm with that man as well who gave you that advice. Oh, Dr. McAndrews, she said. I said, yes, Dr. McAndrews. He told me to run around singing Hickory Dickory Dock. I love that old gag. Anyway, these bobbers, make sure this is a clip, by the way, for the social media people, Tarquin. The joggers and bobbers are having great fun. Phillipson is causing an absolute mess when it comes to her admissions on Sly News. Look at this.
Your lawyers, under your guidance, have said in terms that the rights of asylum seekers are more important than the rights of local people in Epping Forest.
We have got lots going on with the economy, and unfortunately it's all bad. Angela Rayner, this is the Angelica lady, the growler, uncrossy leg lady for Boris, says that she needs her privacy. No, my darling, no. You don't get privacy when you don't pay, or you avoid, or you try to deflect from things that you should have paid or might have paid if you hadn't have been you, with your little 3 pads. I remember 3 Jags, don't you? Well, now we've got 3 pads, 3 pads Rayner. I love this. This is the gift that keeps giving. And what they do, the left, is just mock Trump. Listen, at least he's absolutely transparent that he's a businessman who's out to be rich and to get richer. Absolute hypocrisy of Phillipson, of your lady Angelica Growler, and of course Keir Cars with his new man Darren. Wow, what a bunch of characters. I would like to move on, if I may. We can't spend all day talking about Keir and his travellers who live next door. He says he's had enough, by the way. Oh, travellers, no, the travellers without anywhere to stay who are moving in next door. Oh, by the way, 2 examples, by the way. 2 examples for you this morning. 2 examples of why we haven't sent 1 in, 1 out. Let's stop saying that. Where's the 1 in, 1 out, Tarquin? 1 in, 1 out. Do you remember the 1 in, 1 out? Well, they seem to be coming in, but they don't seem to be going out. Well, we've got one who can't go out because he'll be killed if he goes back, because he unfortunately is Iranian, and if you're Iranian and do what he did, they'll kill you. So for his human rights, the lefty radical lawyers have said, well, we can't send him back to protect him from being beheaded for being what he is, which is there, utterly transparent. All right, that's not good enough. Oh, we can't send another one home because he's too fucking depressed. Well, I'll tell you now, I'm too depressed, sat here day in, day out, having to read out to you, everybody who keeps raping, pillaging, beating people up in this country, and then we see people who fly the flag being arrested. I've got a lot of flag news for you this morning. I am off my tits with excitement to be here for you at alexbelfield.com. Don't you worry about that.
This is not a new jingle, so don't be a dipstick. A tongue so sharp can handle the slime. 0.17, that's the score. The truth is a fact they can't ignore. Lefty dumbass is running scared. The voice of reason bold. Standing tall, prepared to dare. Rebels' words always live on air.
This tippy-tappy gobshitery ain't for you. Alex Belfield's voice of reason.